What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning back into At Home Dude. Last week we went over educational activities and I just kind of walked you through what we do on a day-to-day basis in terms of our routine and the things that we go through. This week I'm going to give you just extra activities that I like to do to mix it in and things that we like to have fun with. Check it out after this. All right, so what's up, guys? One thing I wanted to throw in here before I go over the additional activities is just that you can mix up your day-to-day routine. So we have everything on the walls, and instead of going sequentially over each thing, what I'll do to mix it up is to play kind of an I Spy game. So I'll say, hey, David, go put your finger on number 86. We have all the numbers on the wall. So he'll go find 86. Then I'll say, okay, Ezra, go find the word ran. We have a bunch of words on the wall. He'll go find that word. So that's a different way that you can mix it up, and it'll feel like a new activity when in reality you're going over your day-to-day routine just in a different way, a more creative way. So the first thing we're going to go over are the two games that we like to play. Both of them grandma bought for the kids, and so they really enjoy playing the games, and they've been playing them for quite a while now. The first one is a fishing game. You pretty much throw your rod into the water and you get to see what fish you can catch, and it uses magnets, and I like that because it's kind of using their motor functions, trying to get it right, you know. And then once you get your fish, you get to read your fish, and it's supposed to be that if you read it correctly, you get to keep the fish, and if you can't read it or read it wrong, then you're supposed to throw it back. But I don't really do that. We just try to read the fish, and I'll help them read the fish. They really like playing the game, and also I added an additional section onto the end where when we clean up, we count all the fish to make sure they're all there. So that's an extra thing that we kind of threw in there, and it allows them to practice counting. The other game we call the Squirrel Game, and the objective is to collect one of each color acorn. And so it's a pretty simple game. You flick the spinner and it tells you what you can do. And the biggest thing I like about it is that it taught my oldest son perseverance, because sometimes it'll tell you that the wind blew all your acorns away and you have to start from the start. And at that point, you're usually far behind everyone else, you know? And so my son, he's so big on winning because of Blaze. He thinks he's Blaze and he thinks he's always supposed to win. He used to be a very poor loser, but he's getting better at that because he's starting to learn to persevere. Even though he may be really far behind, he still has a chance to win and catch up. So I really like that game for that simple reason. Another activity we do involves buttons, and we just call it the button game. It's something I made up. I was in a store and I saw buttons, so I bought them, and I wasn't really too sure what I was gonna do with them at that time, but they came in about 4 or 5 different colors. And what I ended up doing is giving them buttons, and then they count them. And I'll also kind of go over little math exercises, adding and subtracting with them. I'll ask them questions and try to confuse them involving, you know, colors and how many there are of each color. And then also I wrote down numbers on colored pieces of paper, and I lay the colored pieces of paper with the numbers out, and they have to put certain colors of buttons on the certain colors of paper or certain number that is on the paper. Okay. Put your yellows. Put your yellows on number 27. Ezra has 2, David has 12. Put your purples on number 43. So this kind of goes over a mixture of math, counting, colors, number recognition, and what I really enjoy about this is that it's complex. So in their mind, they have to do complex problem solving, and they may have to think about more than one category or thing at once. Also, I wanted to go over the workbooks we have. We have different ones. Some of them were bought from different people and given as gifts, and I really like them because they have all the different kinds of exercises in them. Some of the workbooks are paper, and you can rip out the pages and do them page by page, and other workbooks are dry erase. I really like it because we can go over drawing and writing every single day, and then I can just wipe it clean and they can do the same one over again. Like I said, the workbooks have tons of different exercises in them, and they cover everything from counting and some mathematics to reading and even matching and other exercises like that. Lastly, I'm going to quick fire some additional activities that we enjoyed and I would encourage you to do too, because I think you'll like them. The first one's going to be finger painting. We did this a little while ago and I did a video on it, so you can check it out here. We had a lot of fun with it. The second one's going to be coloring. This is very obvious, but one thing that us adults usually forget is that coloring can really help them with their form and help them for writing and drawing later down the line. The third one's going to be reading, and we all know how much this helps our children, so I'm not going to harp on that, but just try to remember to find books that they really like so they're really interested. The next one's going to be cooking. Cooking can really get them to understand the whole concept of eating and why we do it and why we prepare food and what we're actually doing. Following that will be Play-Doh and Legos. They're really similar and they really push children to use their imagination and to form and create things. So I really like that. Next is Sidewalk Chalk, and my kids really love Sidewalk Chalk. One of them actually is very interested in words and letters. So we go out there and we have a field day doing all kinds of words and letters on the ground. The other one really loves sports and anything that goes fast. He wants to run really fast, so I draw him a track and he runs around the track, and sometimes I draw a bridge on there, he jumps over it, and so it's really cool for him. Lastly, window painting. This is where you put paint and sometimes some oil into a Ziploc bag and you tape it on a window. The kids are able to manipulate the paint and it looks really cool, kind of like a stained glass effect. They can see through it a little bit, so it's a really cool activity to do with them, and we tried it and my kids really liked it. So these are some of the activities you can do with your kids. There are tons and tons more. I am very interested in hearing the ones that you guys have, so definitely hit up the comments and let me know what you like to do as a child or with your children, different activities that were educational and interesting. Before I go, I want to give a big shout out to JDA. She has a YouTube and she's been doing it for some time, and this is really what I discovered that compelled me to do these incredible things with my children. She goes over a lot of homeschool things and educationally based things on her YouTube, and I really loved it. It really encouraged me, and I think it can help you guys too. So if you want to check it out, definitely hit up my description, and I will drop the link for her YouTube channel in that description, and she has plenty of resources that can help you out. And if you're watching this, JD, I just want to say thank you. You really helped me out. We are done, and if you're still watching this video, I just want to thank you. It means that you found value in this video, and that's why I am here. And I just want to suggest that you smash that like button, because if you do, YouTube will show our video to more people and they will be able to find value in it also. So we're all about helping people, and that's one way you can help us to help other people. So thank you for watching and have a great day. I'm out. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom.